So that was sort of my first experience. Like I overdosed,
Mm.
started using these substances, overdosed, ended up in ED a few months after that. And this is where there was intervention, like good intervention at that point. The next part probably wouldn't have happened, but I sort of had a similar experience where I blacked out on some substances. And I remember sort of walking out of the door at home. And then I remember waking up in the Papakura police station, and there was this like glass door. And I just didn't know
Mm.
where I was, how I got there,
Mm.
lost the context of all that stuff. There was police officers on the other side, and all of a sudden I was like, I'm really hungry. So I started like talking to the police officer across. I need some food. Give me some food. And not sure how And one of the police officers was saying to him, "Don't talk to him. Just leave him alone."
Yeah.
But that police officer went and got me some snacks and stuff.
Oh.
And then the next thing I knew, I was being sent over to the adolescent and child and family
Yeah.
unit near Starship
Yeah.
in Auckland Hospital. And then they sent me into the high intensity ward there, the high
Yes. Yeah.
dependency ward or
Yeah.
whatever. And I remember they took me my shoelaces, the doors weren't able to be
Wow.
locked. Like as a 15-year-old, this is quite an intense experience.
It's scary.
At the root of it was my drug use and stuff like this. There was also underlying mental health stuff
Yeah.
that was going.
Because
You
that's
know,
what I hear is a very punitive
mm,
approach
yep,
of your like
mm,
experience
yeah.
because it's not therapeutic. The whole mental health services approaches and all that are very punitive. So,
It's quite. The thing is, like the history of a lot of the support around mental health hasn't been good in New Zealand.
yeah,
Also globally, but in New Zealand, when you look at things like Lake Alice
that's right.
and Selwyn Leaks and all that
That's
kind of
right.
stuff. So our history, this is adolescent mental health we're talking about. It's had a dark
Mm.
sort of start